back to another episode of Famous Reality TV, and today I'm coming to you all with some Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, you all know that our girl Sonya put together this whole event, well, I guess you don't want to call it an event, but a couple's vacation in Jamaica. Everybody came. Luckily, her and Drew made up enough, for her to come. They had a couple words of kindness on this episode, so it seems like, they just being neutral for the time. Of course, they probably still going to have some conversations after this trip, but they're getting along well enough. So the issue is actually between Kandi and Marlo. But before we get to that part, y'all know, on the beginning of the episode, everybody got packed up. They flew out, got them a couple drinks and stuff. And Todd right now seems as though he may have been battling sobriety for a little moment. So he didn't take a drink. So wish him well on his journey. And Kenya actually spotted a guy over there at the bar. Now, for some reason, she then got Sonya to turn the tennis court around. And she then went back and talked to him, exchanged numbers and stuff. So he ended up coming to the dinner with them. So as the conversation was going about and stuff, they was beginning to ask Ralph about the book that he is writing. And of course, he is writing a book about Drew. And what I found to be odd about that, because if you're writing a book about me, your wife, well, I'm included in my son, my blood son, I need to be knowing about what's going on in the book. And I really don't even really see the purpose of the book, honestly. I don't like the basis that it's built upon, because I see if you would have went through with the entire thing. Now, maybe he'll backpedal lately and go ahead and do that. Could that possibly be the end point of the book and the scope of it, to create this buzz and questions around it? So now he's going to go ahead and give in to doing it before maybe the book is written. Playing with the child's emotions. Maybe Drew should probably not even bring it up to the boy, but they've already been having conversations with the child about it. So I'm wondering, what was the conversation between Ralph and Drew's son? Now that, you've reneged, I feel like you already knew the dude probably wasn't going to go for it. Now, is he even in the son's life to any degree? Because if not, or even if it's less than 15%, I feel like his opinion is obsolete, in my opinion. Who cares what he thinks? You've been in his life all these years. You know the connection and the bond you have. You know what he's done. And he's just being egotistical. The guy, of course, he's going to say, I don't want my son to be that's that stupid mind frame. When he should be man, I know you've been in Drew's life and my son's life for a long time. I know he looks at you like his dad and stuff. And, just based off of the relationship that we have or my past failures or whatever the case may be, I will be honored based off of how I know you've been with my son for you to do that. That's what a grown man would say, not take his opinion over your wives and what you already promised the son and then write a book about it. That was a hot doggone mess. Now, Marlo began to talk about it or whatever. She was asking questions like, why would you change it up and stuff like that. And so I guess Kandi, got irritated with Marlo being in Drew's business, because it was kind of making an awkward situation or whatever the case may be. But based on my opinion, like I just said, is the reason why I think it is weird. But Kandi felt like, and it may be profitable as well, but it's something behind there. Their energy. Also, Ralph was sitting there, not to get off track, y'all, but Ralph was sitting there and he had brought Drew to a little sit down with his publicist or whoever the woman is. And it was kind of like some coy type of responses to me. Like they wanted to rush her to agree to write something and stuff like that. And she don't even know what's going on. I feel like they trying to push Drew's pen and her signature on their book, because of course Drew has a little more pull than Ralph. We wouldn't have known Ralph if it wasn't for Drew. So yeah, her signature is moving a whole lot. So I would definitely want to know what is in that book specifically, period, before my signature or anything go on anything. I'm not stamping and confirming nothing, because I don't know what's true, what's not, because I don't know what's in it. I just think this whole situation is weird. And Marlo said that she was a foster child, and so she can see where it may be a weird situation for the child. She just basically was questioning Drew about how she felt about the situation. Of course, Drew does feel some type of way about the situation. So Drew was saying, she did feel like, it was weird. Kandi got irritated that Marlo was even questioning her. So she was like, who are you to question them about this when you didn't put your kids out or whatever the case may be, her sister kids, her nephews. And so Marlo got upset and she got to talking about how Mama Joyce said that Kandi was taking care of Todd and how Kandi puts her mother over Todd and stuff like that. And so Kandi just kept saying, he's sitting right here or whatever. You trying to disrespect my husband. He's right here in your face or whatever. I don't know if Kandi was curing to Todd that maybe she wanted him to get involved and speak up. Eventually he did a little bit, but he kind of let it run its course between them two. And it was just pretty much the insults back and forth and stuff like that. So it was just petty to me that they got into an argument. I don't know. Kandi felt like Marlo was going a little too hard about it. But like I said, I feel like it is some fishy type of stuff. I just don't feel like that's something that he would do. The fact that that's so detrimental and y'all placed it on this child mind and you agreed upon this, then you're going to backpedal and write a book about it. I'm just not understanding the method. Like, that's not something I feel like he should be profiting off of because you did inflict someone. Just makes no sense to me. If he come back later on and be like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that for a good happy ending. Like the guy that came with Kenya that she picked up from a bar when they got there or whatever, he ended up getting up and walking out. I don't even know if he told Kenya bye or what, but he was out of there. I guess all that arguing and stuff was too much for him. He may have seen things like that before. Maybe he didn't want to get caught up in no drama. Don't know if no cups finna get thrown. Who knows if he's a tourist or if he lived there. Hell, he probably pick up girls at the bar all the time. So who knows? Maybe we'll see him again next episode. And I guess the Marlo and Kandi Burruss Miss Worldwide drama will continue. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to Famous Reality TV and click that notification bell.